Welcome or welcome back, you troublemakers. It's week 4 of the Audi TT Cup. We missed last Friday because it was Valentine's Day, and, you know, I enjoy being married. And but now everybody's in bed, and I'm just going to stay up playing with imaginary race cars. So we're bringing the Audi back out. It's Nürburgring GT, a course that I've run this car on in multiple other series. So pretty optimistic, although I am pretty terrible compared to some of the other folks in the race. Let's jump right in here. Hi. Lots of big names. Ed Osa topping the ratings at 862. He's got to be showing up in the top 10 sometime soon. John Naranjo, Nick Bartnecht, all the big names of this series. Andrei Karloff, John Crane, William Marsh, who is 4th in his own series right now. So that's pretty cool. Dave Blair, Gabriel Lefrene, Charles Mack, Nico Malika, which is I'm hoping I get his new livery tonight. I've had some trouble getting that downloaded. And there I am. F's for T1, yes. I'm hoping to get the inside no matter where I qualify. I'm hoping I'm in the inside. Let's see who else is in. Adam Beard, Chris Pike, always good. Johnny Major, hello. Emiliano, awesome. Gene is in the race. Isak Akamine, who just started with SRS not too long ago, already with a 472 rating. Carlton Woon is back. Adrian Cinerelli. You know, everybody who's been racing with us. Tiago Festa is back out here, also started recently. So, some familiar faces. Blah, blah. I can talk. I really can. Looks good. Looks like a good race. 41 drivers, it looks like. 42 drivers, so 2 full splits. Well done, Will Marsh. Oh, hey, there's a reminder of a series that did not go so well for me. The RSO ones. See you, Johnny. Best of luck to you. Sweatshirt might not have been a good choice for tonight, but it's only a 20-minute race. I'll be better prepared tomorrow.
Your skin is okay.
I honestly wasn't sure if I was even going to do this race tonight. But it's the TT, and I enjoy it, and so I just figured, why not just jump in and get it done. So here we are. Oh, right, no clutch. Just go, go, go. So stick around for the end of the stream. I'll be stealing my own thunder a bit.
It's clear. Your rear tires are cold.
By making an announcement for Season 2 of 2020. Gene and I have already decided on what we're going to be doing for next season. So I'm going to go ahead and announce it now so that you guys can get ready, because you might want to prepare. I've actually been practicing about 3 hours this week so far, because it's difficult. It's going to be a challenge, but I think everybody will enjoy it. Hopefully we can get these skins downloaded so that Shaders Patch will stop going crazy. Recently upgraded to the absolute bleeding edge latest of Shaders Patch, which may or may not have been a great idea as those things go. There was nothing wrong with the version I was on, but it was cool. Hello. Don't do it.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
As you can see, SRS skin app and Shaders Patch don't get along sometimes. That should calm down once all the custom skins are downloaded. Oops, that's a late turn in for the S's. This is always a fun car. The competition can sometimes get a little argy-bargy. It was actually this series that spurred my post in the SRS forum last week about, gosh, maybe we should have variable penalty points for contact. To which Enrique said, nah. And I said, okay. Because, hey, it's his series. He makes it the rules. Yay, purple sectors. I must be doing something right. Or I was just first on the track.
Your quickest overall.
Yay, that won't last. course, we have the Porsche GT4 America Series tomorrow night, which I think is at Silverstone. Is that right? That'll be interesting. We've been having a lot of fun in that series. We had a good race last week. It wasn't particularly competitive, but it was fun. Ooh, goodness me. So
that's the end of the session. P3.
I'm going to be a little bit gimpy this evening because yesterday my employer had a cool like bowling event. It was like a night out kind of thing to meet each other because we're all consultants and we basically never see each other because we're all out on jobs. So we had this nice sort of meet and greet get together at a bowling alley, which was great, except that I'm pretty sure I pulled my left quad bowling, which is a little bit embarrassing, but I guess at 41 those things tend to happen. I don't want to be
on your
old.
left, clear left.
It's kind of annoying. But anyway, wow, people are already trying to hit me in practice. That's good. That's cool. I mean, I know I'm being slow right now, but goodness me. I'm very distracted. I'm kind of tired. I stayed up late last night and got up early and I don't know. I might be, oh no. I might be spending much of this evening at the back of the field. Whatever.
Skins are ready. Press the restart button.
I enjoy this car. Let's pull off the track. Boink. And we're going to jump out of the session just in time to get the skins. Bowling is a high-intensity sport. Well, you know, I have this weird approach sometimes, because sometimes I'll bowl it normally and sometimes I'll kind of do a wrist flick to get it like straight down the alley instead of trying to curve it. And I think it was on one of those like low dips to do the flick that I just pulled my leg muscle. And I knew instantly,
Your
like,
skin
oh
is
no.
okay.
To the point where I had trouble walking like almost immediately. It was a little embarrassing. But yeah, that's life, I guess. All right. Thanks for coming. We know what you meant, William. So, is this gonna do quali now? Are we gonna get a bonus practice, or is it actually gonna move on to qualifying? I noticed something funny when I was trying to get my skins sorted out. Let me see if I can find Nico on the list. Where's Nico Malika? There he is. Oh, I can't click on him. But if you notice, up there, you can see the number 0 pit board for my car. That's actually Nico Malika's pit. I guess he
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
copied my livery files and then edited stuff. So I guess he forgot to edit the pit board. So he has my pit board. And I still don't have his new livery. It's still the old
Pit
one.
exit's clear. Okay, Pasha. We've
I
got
deleted the
9 minutes
directory.
to do the business. Your ears are cold.
Oh well, I guess that's just the way it's going to be. Now let's see if anybody leaves space in quali. What league am I in again?
Yellow flag. Caution.
Car left. Clear left.
I should never need a spotter in quali, but that's the way of things. Oh, this is Kirilov. I'm going to let him by. He's faster than me.
Left side. Clear left.
Oop,
Car left.
and this guy's just
Clear
going to
left.
go through too. All right. Oh, it's Tiago. What's up, Tiago? Who's behind me? I don't even know. What are the chances that anybody's going to... You know what? I'm just going to pull over. I'm just going to pull over and go
Left
last.
side.
I'm tired of this. I'm so
Clear
tired
left.
of this.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Look at these guys. They're 3 deep going into the hairpin. That's a pretty strong split. We've got 40 people signed up, or 41 people signed up. So we're going to have 2 full splits, and this one's going to be some pretty stiff competition. They're 3 wide through the Schumacher S's. Brilliant. Brilliant, guys. It's your out lap. There's Gene up there mixing it up. What's up, Gene? This car would be really fun if the penalty points weren't so stiff and people wouldn't go completely bonkers on track. Come on, Gene. People are coming. People are coming up behind us, Gene. Get on up the road, my friend.
Yellow flag.
I do appreciate that we're running the GT version of the chicane because the tight chicane is just annoying. It has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Taking a night off, that's
P19.
You need that sometimes, you know.
Yellow flag. Caution.
I haven't had a chance to watch your Exos race from last night. I imagine that has something to do with it, eh? Oh, goodness me, my left leg is sore. Teaming up in quali, yeah. I can get some slipstream. I'm pretty much out of this championship after missing last week, so I'm just out here for the fun of it, hoping I'll have some. I know the week 2 race at Tsukuba was an exercise in frustration because everybody just kept driving into me like I wasn't there. Yeah, I gotta be closer to actually have a draft, I know. I'd rather give the space and maybe get a time in here.
The leader has just done a 211.1.
Push to pass is unavailable in qualifying, so this will have to be just on our own merits. A 208 PB, but of course that's with push to pass. I do miss driving these cars. They used to have a car like this.
You're currently 0.7
as,
off the pace.
as
Okay,
one of the
pressure.
hourly
5
series.
minutes to
Every
go.
season.
5 minutes left. Sector 3 times okay.
And as someone who only could drive front-wheel drive cars for the longest time, just because, I don't know, I just didn't have enough skill to make rear-wheel drive make sense to me, I guess. Like, this used to be my bread and butter kind of car, so
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
it's nice to hop back in once in a while and have some fun with it.
Car right. Clear right.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
This is, of course, the car and track combo from the infamous Murder in Nürburgring video from last year sometime. That was a fun little bonus video on the channel last year. It started out as a protest video from a race I had recorded, and it just kind of spiraled out of control into something totally silly. Fun little exercise in learning the intricacies of my video editing software.
The leader's just done a 207.8, 13th place. Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
So somebody beat my PB by over a second without push to pass. Okay. That's how tonight's gonna go, eh? Meme race, meme race. What's up, Fred? .209.7. That's going to jump me up the order a little bit. I hope. There we go. P10. I'll take it. P11 even better because I'll be on the inside. Still not good with that brake point yet. Oh great, my headphones are freaking out again. That's useful. I don't remember where I used push to pass on this track. Whether it's better to use it right out of the hairpin at the bottom of the hill or save it for the front stretch or...
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. We're seeing minor wear all around. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So I feel like pulling up the hill towards the Schumacher S's might be a good place to do it. Or coming down the hill on the back stretch. We're already in fourth at that point. I feel like using it here.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Give me a good drive up the hill. I just got to be careful going through the S's that I don't overcook it. I don't know. 20 liters of fuel. Yeah, I know. Well, you see, it's
Watch
all
your rear
about...
tyres, they're pretty cold. Your front tyres are looking a little hot.
It's all about maintaining balance in the universe, Fred. See, Gene always runs out of fuel, and I always run overfueled. And between the two of us, we establish harmony in the universe. Keeps everything in balance. We need each other.
P13. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Yellow flag, caution. Checkered flag, P13. Sector 1 is 0.8, off the pace.
This is a good lap. Might get into the 208s here. That'd be nice. Assuming I don't screw up the lap here. .206s for the
The
leaders.
leader has just done a 206.6.
There we go. Slightly less pathetic. I'm about to beat my PB without push to pass. I'd say that's progress of a
10th
sort.
position.
Nice. Boink.
That's the end of the session. P10.
Nice. I'll take it. Now, if only somebody could beat me and put me in 11th so I'll be on the inside, that would be even better. Somebody beat my time, please. I need one person to beat my time. Why am I not doing a 206? Have you noticed my talent level? Get some light on the subject. I can never get the lighting in here right. Only the most professional streaming, you know. Whatever. Yay, it's a race.
10th position.
I signed up for a
minutes.
race, didn't I? That should be enough. We're not going to do 12 laps. We're not even going to do 11 laps. Heck, I might get lapped. So, who knows? Alright, John. Thanks for stopping in. Front straight is probably better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Got Charles Mack to my left. Oh, I'm on the inside in an even numbered spot. Oh, I didn't expect that. Charles Mack to my outside. Emiliano immediately behind me. We've got John Crane to the outside in the yellow car. Chris Pike ahead.
Are you ready? Watch for the lights.
Should be good. Here we go. No clutch. So we gotta just wait and then shift. Lights on, lights off.
Let's go.
Car left.
That could have been better.
Hold your line. Still
It's on
there.
for safety.
Hold your line. Clear left. On your left.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
You're on the right, 3 wide. On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left.
I'm amazed at this outcome.
Hold your line. Clear left. Clear left. On your left.
Whoa!
Clear left.
Okay,
Come on, Pasha. Just settle down. Find your rhythm.
that happened. This gaggle is likely to end in tears. Let's see what happens.
Yellow
Yep.
flag.
And he's going to rejoin out of control.
Car left.
Should have used a push to pass
Clear
there.
left.
The nice thing about these cars is that they're slow enough you can almost take this flat out. You got a little bit of a lift going into the S's. I can probably take that in force at some point. Alright, here we go. I think this is where a lot of people are going to use the push to pass, because it's the longest straight. At least it feels that way.
Yellow flag. P12.
I'll take it.
On your right. Still there. Clear right. Right side. You're on the
Uh-huh.
left, 3 wide.
Went wide because I saw that coming.
You're on the left, 3 wide. Clear right.
We've just had a warning for cutting the track.
Car right. 3 wide.
Inside.
You're on the left.
Oh, Lord.
On your right. You're on the left, 3 wide. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
That'll be interesting in the replay. I honestly don't know how any of us survived that.
Gap in front is increasing. It's now 0.7. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
The GT version of the chicane just flows so nicely. Hit push to pass and then forgot to upshift. That was genius.
B13. Yellow flag. Watch out. All right, Pasha, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
This is a really fun combination. I miss driving stuff like this.
Your rears are cold. Your right front tyre's getting hot.
Kind of poo-poo the whole front-wheel drive thing. I'm like, fun cars.
The gap behind is now 1.3 seconds.
And if you're like me and do real-life autosport to some degree in a front-wheel drive car, you even have instincts that aren't backwards. And that was my biggest problem getting into sim racing in general.
Yellow flag, caution.
Is that most of the cars are rear-wheel drive, because that's what most race cars are. And all my instincts were backwards for how to handle stuff in a race car.
The leader has just done a 206.3.
Give me clear track and I caught up 4 seconds.
This isn't over yet. Your lap time was 208.4. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Got that a little close. Oh well. Be interested to take this same combination of car and track in race room, because they have the same cars in race room. It'd be interesting to compare the two.
Okay, Pasha, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 0.5.
Oh, it's Isaac. Welcome to Split 1, Isaac. Way too clean for a TT Cup race, I know, right? Had some carnage on lap 1, but this is practically civilized.
We've seen a bit of wear all round. The leader has just done a 206.0. That was a 208.4. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Here we go. This is gonna get spicy again. Is that Nico in front of me? I think it is. Yep. Oh, this is fun stuff. Coming up on halfway now.
The gap ahead is now 0.5. Okay, Pasha, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
If I make it through this with 0 incidents, I will be ecstatic. Oops, oops, a daisy. Not quite the line. Pop in here too. Should be back available by the time we get to the front straight. Brake early because we got a gaggle. Timed that badly.
P13.
Next time, I'll use it on the uphill and then again on the front straight. Can I go for the over-under? Not quite.
Yellow flag. Caution.
What's up, Nico? Oh, no. This is a good fight. It doesn't matter if this is for the mid-pack. It's still fun. Close to these guys to use another push to pass here.
Yellow flag.
Oopsie,
Watch out.
rip. Can I get a two for here? Not quite. Yeah, I don't want to use it here. I'll just run into the back of him. Just realized I've been dragging my foot on the brake. That's not very productive. Oh, Nico, is that a slow down or are you just out of shape? This is tense. Gotta run.
Okay, Pasha, you've used half your fuel.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Good, good.
That lap time was 2:10.2.
Overtake achieved. Next.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Uh-oh. That was a nice path, if I do say so myself. Very clean. Nico gave me all the room I needed. That was very good. A very good act of being passed as well.
Yellow flag.
Oh, too hot. Ooh, the top 10 would be fantastic in this split, given the caliber of the drivers that are in this race. Top 10 would be pretty awesome.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
No, no. That's not the line. Sitting PBs here.
Come on, let's put this hard work to good use. You've just done a 2:08.4. That's your best lap in this session.
Hard to believe I'm only just back to the position I was in at the start of the race. Didn't really realize that I lost so much in that opening lap melee.
All right, Pasha, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Could I see a 207 tonight? That would be something, wouldn't it?
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 1.0 seconds. Watch your rear tyres, they're pretty cold. Front tyres are hot, fronts are hot.
That up. Come on now. Yeah, I'm burning to a lap now.
This position. That last lap was a 2:07.5. That's your quickest lap in this session.
2:07.5, fastest lap ever, Jim. Oh, he overshot it. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Messed up my lines through the 2-3-4 complex there.
Your rear tyres are cold. Your right front tyre is hot. Right front is hot.
force a mistake while not committing one myself. Exactly. Just gotta be there to pounce if the break comes. Ooh, that was a good chicane. Again, I went too deep there. Push to pass and slipstream.
Right side.
He's going to take the inside.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Ah, I got it. That's good. That's a good fight. Oh, that's good defense. I've got a purple sector up there. How about that?
Yellow flag.
Ah, darn it.
Okay, Pasha. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Yellow flag, watch out. The leader's just done it, 205.7.
Ooh, got a little bit of slipstream here. This could do it. Oh, he missed it. He missed the
Right
chicane.
side.
Oh!
Good work, mate. Keep it up.
Oh!
E9, there's the checkered flag.
Wow. That was intense. That's P10, folks. And back to the pits before I get hit. Oh, that was awesome. I have no idea how that didn't end in tears. Oh, wow. Whew. Yeah, that looked grim because he was coming back on track. I thought for sure I was just going to broadside him. 2:07.5 best lap. Smashed my own personal best by a second in this race. Woo! Oh, wow. That was cool. P10. I will take it. On paper, I finished where I started. Ho-hum, not so exciting. But watching the race back, that was something else. All right, while we wait for the results to populate, let's take a look at that replay. Basically, the beginning and the end are what we're interested in here. I'm going to keep that. That was amazing. Yeah. Oh, Isaac, yeah, that was such a great battle. Thanks for that. That was really fun. I kind of figured I could just wait for you to outbreak yourself and pounce on it. I was real worried I was going to hit you there, but it all worked out in the end. Oh, yeah. Wow. Let's see the start. Gotta have a better TV camera than that. Come on now. Say hi to YouTube. Well, Fast enough to barely keep up with you, I guess. That was a great race. You did really well. I really enjoyed that. Tiago, well done. I was chasing you as well. Welcome to Split 1, guys. Didn't you guys start racing like this season? And you're already rated in the 400s and joining Split 1? That's well done. I don't know how this start worked. Like, look at these cars, 2x2 all the way through the first sector. I don't know how we all survived that, but we did. Just saw my license plate, yeah. Say hi to YouTube. Last time I ran this car, it said My Cup Of, and then had the TT logo under it, so it was My Cup Of TT. But now, yeah, I changed it this season. Oh, what happened to this guy? This is Araf Tariq. Oh, a little bit too argy-bargy here, going through. Down on the short two here. Who is this behind him? Manuel Calvera. Oh, this is one of those weird contacts in Assetto Corsa where the inside car loses out. Fortunately for the halls of justice, I think maybe Rafa might be the architect of his own demise here. Because it looks like, yeah, the guy here on the outside who is Isaac. Oh, that's you. Looks like you were just holding your line and he came out. He just came out and got hit. Alright, well, that was easy enough. Who's that flashing back there? It's crazy. What do you think you're going to do back there? I do like the way this livery worked out. I'm pretty pleased with it. There's Emiliano's red livery. Oh, we haven't done the livery showcase. Yeah, definitely not your fault, Isaac. You were just holding your line and he just wandered on out into you. This was a good first lap. There weren't that many casualties. I was really impressed. Well, you know, at this point, it seems like anybody who's serious enough to be joining SRS should be serious enough to have Helicorsa and CrewChief installed. Like, there's no excuse. Nico, I did delete your old skin. I completely removed the old folder. And your old skin is what got downloaded. Like, that is a completely fresh download of last year's skin. I don't know what's going on. You're gonna have to send it to me in Discord or something. Because I've seen the pictures you've posted and it's awesome. I want to show it on the stream. I deleted somebody else's too just to try and make sure it came down. Whose was it? I had Emiliano's already. Somebody else's livery did not come down last time, but I specifically remembered yours, Nico, and I was like, okay, let me move this directory out. Make room. But it still didn't come down. 8 incidents. Ouch. Yeah, that'll hurt. Look at this battle between me and Nico. It's amazing. It seemed like every time I gained a spot, I lost it again, just trying to be so careful. I didn't want to just bash into people. Oh, Gene. That sucks, dude. Even at that, you were only 2 spots behind me. Ooh, that battle behind. It's tough out there. How did this not end in tears lap after lap? Second to last. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, by the way, Isaac, I saw you spin behind me after the finish. That contact counts. Like, even after the checkered flag, when you, like, did the cool spin and nosed into the wall, that incident point still counts. So, let's see some of that. Whoa, who's that going? Taking the scenic route back here. Oh, that's you, Tiago. Yeah, that chicane will get you. There's Johnny and Raul and Rafa and Dave Blair. What's he doing back here? Look at that. Adrian, Nick. So where's your... I didn't get Pike. That's weird. Where are you guys? There you are. Let's see this battle again. We'll go back to the beginning. Who's that nosing into the wall? Gene, why'd you hit the wall at the start? Dude. There's a wall there. Don't do that. Oh no. I think that gray car is cursed. Cursed by the monster. It started late. Oh no. Which car is Johnny in? In the other 23, alright. It's gonna be real fun trying to tell you apart in your battle. Woo. That's Gene flashing people. What are you doing, man? Started last with no quali time. Ouch. Oh, this must have been exciting. Inside Gene's car now. Oh, Miliano! That's Tiago in the green to the inside. Adrian also in a gray car. Great. Let's see this. Let's see this flight. Ooh, Adrian pushed you out a little wide there. A little bit of RGB. Yeah, see the flashy lights. What's up, man? I did pretty well. Got back to P10. I think I missed your livery. So I think your car showed up white. I want to go back to the last lap because this battle was awesome. This is me and Isaac. Final lap. White flag waves here. I had 2 push to passes at the end too. Interesting to speculate what could have been if I had used those earlier. A little bit aggressive on that curb. Oopsie. The battle of orange cars. This is a better view. Yeah, I started P10, lost a bunch of spots in the beginning, and then clawed my way back to P10 by the end. Now, I was real tempted to start flashing my lights at Isaac here, not because in any protest of any kind, but just to rattle him a little bit. close. Oh, you can see I'm pushing so hard, trying to get back on terms with him. Down to the chicane for the final time. Missed the brake point. Through we go. Look at how close that was. Oh my god. Around the outside. Let's just see how close this was. Let's back it up a little bit and then slow-mo. Well, I think Isaac said he missed the brake point and had to turn in late. So he scrubbed off a bunch of speed, had to come back for the cone. Meanwhile, I'm just like, yoink. And I saw this car getting bigger and bigger on the side of the screen. Like, no, I don't want to kill him. Oh my goodness. Test that netcode. Oh man, I was just like, I couldn't brake hard enough. Because if I tried to slow down to avoid him, I would have just binned it. So I was like, my choices were either to cut the chicane or just yeet it through and see what happens. And managed to make it stick. Oh my goodness. Ah, darn it. There we go. There's the, if I was to make a new thumbnail, that would be, that would be it. Oh, wait. This is the trick. There we go. Nice. That is cool. And that was it. I just shot the gap and managed to keep the car together and make the pass stick. Yeah, I'll post it. Oh man, that was amazing. Let's let us examine this from several angles, shall we? Because I bet there's one other very exciting view of this. Oh yeah, I missed that brake point by a mile. I'm like, no. Wah. That one mistake. It was a great drive, though. A little celebratory flick. Unfortunately, that incident is going to count as a contact in the standings. So, yeah. Anywho. That was fun. Oh, wait. I forgot the most important part. This screenshot was from a cool race. The 3 cars in this shot are the ones who took the green flag. It was one of those races where 7 people signed up and only 3 took the start. And it was this close for 20 minutes. It was really fun. I think I posted it. I posted that video. That was actually before I started posting regularly. Anyway, as we do here, it's time for liveries. Let's start with me. Slightly refreshed for the 2020 first season. We've got new number plate, number 50 with the Audi Sport TT Cup. That has now been added to the universal number plate template, by the way. So if you're looking for Audi TT Cup templates, there's one. Refreshed the license plate. Now says, say hi to YouTube. I do like Usually my livery is orange with the green big bar going up diagonally. For this car, whatever reason, I decided to try the black, and man, it looks so much better on this car. I've tried it on other cars too, and it just didn't have the same punch that it does on this one. I really enjoy how this turned out. And when you invert this for Sean Kennedy's car, it looks better too. Let's go back to Charles Mack. Look at this custom livery. My goodness. Got a arcade game fan here with the Williams and Bally logos. Duvel, Gitan, all sorts of cool stuff. Got his name on the door, fleur-de-lis everywhere. I wonder if that's his real license plate. Very cool livery, very convincing in terms of like looking like a real world livery. Here's Emiliano. This was apparently somebody else's real life livery that he just took. That's like for the funny thing is for all the skill that he's put into other liveries to then take this one. You can still see though he's got the specular map from a different livery on here, so you can kind of see his name and logo in the paint still. That's interesting. I wonder if that was intentional. Yeah, this is music from the YouTube free music library, and this had to be the jingle for the showcase. As soon as I heard it, I was like, yep. Got a bunch of stock liveries. Here's Dave Blair. Look at this thing. Got the Simpit logo on the side. All kinds of cool sponsory things. Our seat, Xbox. Dave, you're not playing on an Xbox, are you? No, you couldn't be. Or could you? No. But whatever. Very cool livery. Bunch of stock stuff. Oh, there's SRS TV, who is running with somebody else's car. I think that's a stock one, isn't it? Eduardo Sa with a livery that says James on it. Is this Blint's livery? Is this James Blint's livery? I'm pretty sure it came up with Eduardo Sa as the name in the sign-up sheets. That's interesting. He's got the cool, it's not diamond pattern. What is the name of this stamped metal thing? Blint isn't German. No, he's not. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with the name there. Eduardo, explain yourself. Let's see. Anybody else running? Of all the people who should have a custom livery in this series, why doesn't Will Marsh have a custom livery for his own car? So here's Nico's excellent previous livery. I'm not sure why I'm not getting the new one, because I definitely deleted that directory before the race, specifically to get his new livery back. But yeah, it didn't come down. The old one's nice though. And then Chris, I seem to have lost yours, because now it's just white. Oh yeah, Will needs a Fred. Everybody needs a Fred. So Chris, if you want to send me your livery in Discord as well, I will happily install it manually. Same goes for you, Nico. John Crane in a stock livery, and now we're already back to me. So that has been liveries. You have a limit of one YouTuber per season. That's fair. That was super fun. Let's check the results. Straight from one jingle to the next. Results review. Let's go find it. It is... I feel like there we go. First of all, let's check out the folks who joined second split. There were a bunch of them. Andres Blanco with a clean win in split 2. Mojmir Malena had a day he would rather forget. Finished 6th, but with 15 incidents. Yikes. So the people around him have 8 and 7. Quick arithmetic leads us to a conclusion. Couple of people getting away clean, though. Shane Lake with a 0. Dave Barba with a 0. Well done. It can be done in Split 2. 3 people looked like didn't take the start. That's a shame. Better luck next time, gentlemen. But yeah, congrats to Andres, Bruno, and Alexander, who take the podium in Split 2. You will undoubtedly outscore some of the folks who ended up in Split 1. Which will mean you will be in Split 1 next time, most likely. So, up top, Nick Barknecht wins the race cleanly with 102 points. Ed Osa in second. Yeah, that's what you call pushing your way through the pack. Andrei Kirilov third. So, the podium, unsurprising, pretty consistent, also clean. Adam Beard in fourth, no incidents. John Naranjo only 1. Will Marsh, 6th place in his own race, 88 points, good score there. Charles Mack close behind, also clean. John Crane only the 1 touch in 8th. Chris Pike with 1 in 9th, and look at that! Finally, I think that's the first time this happened in this series for me, to have a clean race. I think in the other 2 I've been pretty mercilessly bashed around. I know that was the case at Tsukuba. Where was the first race? I don't even remember. Where the heck was the first race in this series? I don't remember, but it was kind of a crash fest as well. Let's see. Isaac close behind for that last lap battle. 4 incidents, though. I think 2 of those came after the finish. With the stunt on the start-finish straight. That's a shame. Rafit Tariq ended up with 12. Ouch. That's a race he'll likely forget. Johnny Major 5. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Gabriel in 17th. Oh, Emiliano in 16th. Managed to finish a race. Hooray for Emiliano's internet. Yay. Tiago 8 incidents. Ouch. Finished in 18th. Adrian in 19th. Raul Juarez in 20th. Dave Blair 5 incidents in 21st. Gene. Oh, dang. 5 incidents in 22nd, and Carlton Woon bringing up the rear, but cleanly. So, you know, these things happen. So where's my... I am the dark purple here. Started 10th. Everybody passed me at the start. And then I just slowly wound my way back up. And this battle with Isaac was just fantastic. I really, really enjoyed that. Thank you for keeping that clean. And Nico as well. Like, we were having some really, really close fights there, and it could easily have ended in tears, but we worked it out. You're the white line. Oh no, he started not right behind me. Started 14th, dipped down at the start as well, managed to hold it together, and then no. What happened, dude? Was that lap 8? Should we go back to the tape? Anyway, we'll do that after the standings. So let's see about the championship standings. I think I'm pretty much out of it, having missed last week's race, but you never know. Nick Barknecht, 3 straight wins, but missed the first race. Oh, Brands Hatch was the first race. Yeah, I think I had some issues there as well. Best finish of the season for me keeps me in the top 12 at 11th place, 2 points off of Chris and 10 off of Tiago. The impressive thing of this is Tiago started in Split 2. That was his best finish. I think he had a 2nd place, right? In the Split 2 race? In the first week? And looks like he'd been spending the rest of the season wishing he could go back. I wish I could go back to Split 2 sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, Isaac with the Split 2 win in the first week. Managed to better that at Tsukuba. So good job there. You're now 5th in the championship. And Will Marsh on the podium in his own series. Well done. Andrei Kirilov, consistent. 4 races in 3rd place. You know? It may not sound impressive, but he's 50 points out in front. So, can't argue with the results. Oh, man. This is a good competition here. Well, Gene, you only ran 2 races and you're still in 20th place, so, you know, can't be but so bad. And you've got the constellations of people who have just run only 1 race. Minus 24 for Moreno Guerrero in week 1. Yikes. That was an unpleasant experience, I'm sure. Oh boy, well those are the results. Let's go back to the replay. Lap 8. I want to see what happened. I mean, if you'd rather not relive it, Gene, I understand. No, I don't think it's unfair at all. I honestly don't. Because while Second Split has the lower rated drivers, you still got on track with a bunch of other people at your rating and finished second. I don't begrudge you those points at all. I think that's a legitimate score. In fact, I think it should be higher. Let's see. So this is what is it? N and P for next lap, previous lap here. So let's, so this is the end of lap 1, and lap 2, end of lap 3, end of lap 4, end of lap 5, and 6, lap 7. So that's the end of lap 7, and I want to go back to Gene. Where's Gene? All right, what happened to you, dude? Oh yeah, all those Scantron pages. We had a couple of just regular tests sometimes where we'd use Scantrons for multiple choice tests in school, and like practice exams in particular. They would try to have a multiple choice question that you could just do Scantron style. And one of my teachers, who was feeling particularly evil, made up a test where all the answers were C. Like every correct answer was C. And so if you knew what you were doing, you got to the end of the test and you had just filled out 40 questions or whatever and filled in the C bubble for every single one of them. And you're like, this can't be happening. But no, it was completely intentional. And just absolutely brilliant troll. Long before people were using the word troll to refer to such things, he really pulled it off. It was brilliant. Yeah, just put one B in there. Make one outlier. I think that would actually made people feel better. It's like, oh, good, this is clearly a trick, and I found the one, But to have them all be the same letter, it's like, no, it can't be happening. I guess the disaster befalls them on the next lap. I mean, this is always, I really like this car. It has such potential to be fun. It just seems like some of the tracks people just go nuts and forget that incidents count against you. The race at Brands and the one at Tsukuba, like people were just smashing into each other. I mean, Will just drove into the side of my car at Tsukuba. He was on the outside of the hairpin, the infield one that goes left. He was on my outside and just drove into me on this corner exit. I'm like, okay, that just happened. Did you not see that there was a car in front of you? But it was just... Yeah, that whole race was just one crash after. Oh no! Oh no. So here's what happens to him. Who is this? Rafa Tariq. All right. Well, the guy who has 15 incidents. Here's a couple of them. Braking for the hairpin. Chooses the inside. Punts Gene. And then punts Gene into... Who's this? Gabrielle? Yeah. So, bonk, bonk, bonk. And now Gene is left to spin into the sand. And then chooses to go the scenic way. And then you're stuck waiting for everybody. Oh, that must have been awful. But yeah, there's, I mean, it doesn't get much more clean cut than that. I mean, he just drives into you. Bonk, bonk, and that just sets off a chain reaction. So like all your incidents come right here, plus the scraping the wall at the very start. Yeah, all your incidents are right here, which is annoying because you're sitting here minding your own business and all of a sudden you lose 6 championship points just like that. That sucks. It's tough out there, as they say. So there's let's see, we've done the standings. We've done livery review. I guess that's it. That was super fun, though. Really enjoyed that race. Isaac, that was a good battle. I don't know if you could have backed out, though, Gene, because you were in the middle of that threesome. And you just got hit from behind. Like, there's nothing you could have done to avoid that. You just chose the wrong line and then bashed into you. Anyway, next race will be tomorrow night, barring any other thing coming up in life. We'll be at Paul Ricard on the Blancpain layout, which I guess will need to be renamed this year, since Blancpain is pulling out of GT racing. Unless they still have naming rights to the track, which is possible, I suppose. But yeah, GT4s at Paul Ricard Blancpain. It's a good layout. The opening sector is a little dicey. I'll have to practice for this some. But yeah, looks like fun. And then, of course, on Monday night, the Caterhams will be back for the first of 2 Otaku races. We're going to Okayama on the full Grand Prix layout with the 420Rs. Arr. And then we'll wind it up the week after at Tsukuba, which was supposed to be the opening race, but now it's the finale because Enrique and I got our signals crossed, and this is what we ended up with. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got all the tracks in. They're just kind of in a wacky order. Okayama was supposed to be kind of the finale, the big finale at the big track, and Tsukuba was like a season opener at a tiny track. But as long as we get them both in, I did want to get sort of the Japanese connection with the anime skins and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be fun. That'll be Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to give the GT4 America series a shot, because why not? I want to see, just as a preview of what's to come. I don't remember exactly how I'm doing in the standings. I'm not great, but I'm not... oh, it's 8th. I'm in 8th place. So that is pretty great, honestly. See if Mike Vizal is going to maintain his perfect streak. Oh, one more thing. I've been keeping you guys in suspense. The series next season, already confirmed with Enrique, the Zero Bandwidth versus Gene Challenge for season 2020.2 will use the Orica FLM09 from IER Simulations. This is the one that came with the American Road Race Pack that included the Daytona prototypes. It also includes this LMP2 car, the Orica LMP2 FLM09, which was used in both IMSA and ELMS. And the track schedule is the 6 tracks that the actual European Le Mans Series uses or will use in 2020, which begins at Catalunya. Now, as a favor to ourselves and everyone else, note that we are using the MotoGP layout of Barcelona, not the stupid chicane version that the actual ELMS uses. But yeah, it's a great car. I've been practicing a lot already. I'm turning a 140.4 so far. So as you can see from this setup, I've been practicing with a 24-car field with myself all the way in the back, 10-lap race, just trying to learn how to deal with traffic and do offline moves and that kind of thing. It's been I don't like chicanes very much. I like hairpins even less, but chicanes not so much. It's so infuriatingly slow. Like the GT layout of this track, there's a difference. There's kind of a line between technical and just annoying. There are highly technical tracks that are challenging and they're fun, and then there are tracks that are just annoying. And I feel like the Barcelona GT track is just annoying. Coda kind of toes over that line in places as well. I mean, it's a great track to watch races on, but driving it can sometimes just be an exercise in frustration. But anyway, so yes, we're using the MotoGP layout for Barcelona. I've been trying to train, like I say, with a field of 24 cars, trying to do the last to something challenge. So I've done this for about 3 hours so far, and I have yet to finish a race. So that's a thing. The opponent aggression at 40% might have something to do with that. I am a fan of Monza, honestly. Monza is fun. I do enjoy Monza. Even though it has a couple of chicanes. They're high speed and smooth and have a good flow to them. I mean, Nürburgring, the GT layout, has the fast chicane. It's a chicane. You have to slow down for it, but it's got flow. You can kind of send your way into it, and it's got a flow to it. Whereas the tight chicane, you have to just stop and turn and turn, and now you can keep racing the car. I just find that irritating. I don't know. Yeah, slow chicanes in high downforce cars, because you just stop. You're just like, fine, whatever. So yeah, this will be our next. This will be the opener for season 2. Anybody want to see me try this again? I'll try this one more time because it's hilarious. The funny thing about this practice setup is that you can get a really good run at the start and pass like 8 cars usually, and then things get stupid. What's up, Emiliano? Good run today. Just showing off the next season. There's the car. I've finished my livery. I'm showing all this 2 weeks early for one simple reason. If you enjoy making your own custom liveries, start now, because the FLM09 template is nuts. It's kind of it gives the impression that they didn't actually finish the mod before they released it, because there are definitely some pieces that overlap on the template. If you leave the AO layer in place, you can actually see, especially if you use the calculated AO from Content Manager, you can actually see where the pieces overlap and the shading gets messed up. So yeah, if you want to make a custom livery for this car, start now. It might take you the whole 2 weeks to make it work out. But yes, this is the car. It's already got the the Gene versus Zero Bandwidth Challenge number plating. It's got the YouTube channel on the door. So yeah, this was a fun one to get done. And you'll see in the front fenders, it's got the tiny little Zero Bandwidth decals. That's because, if I get my setup loaded here, when you get in the cockpit, of course, they show
laps.
up
8th place.
in front of the driver. So
Okay,
I'm just going to do
ready.
this as kind of a demo.
Go.
This is what I've been doing to practice.
Left side. Hold your line.
I
3
didn't
wide,
start
you're in the
I
middle.
didn't start in the back. I started at a random place.
Hold your line. Clear left. Right side, you're in the middle. Clear right, clear all round.
It's really hard to jump from the TT Cup into this thing. The curbs at Barcelona are deadly. Do not touch the inside curbs with this car.
Car right.
But you know, Barcelona, I mean, it
Still
has
there.
this track too has a nice flow
Play
to
right.
it. Like I can understand the people who are annoyed with it, but I actually kind of like this track. And it's good for this kind of car, the sort of high downforce cars, as long as you're using the moto layout. Oh! Don't touch that. No touchy-touchy. Yeah, this is a really fun car.
The gap to Simpson ahead is now 0.4
Assetto
meters.
Corsa really doesn't have enough Le Mans prototypes. Even with the mod scene, there really hasn't been enough development.
The gap
Like,
to Tanak behind is now
I would have
1.0.
expected, for example, someone to try and post the LMP2s from R Factor 2, you know, or just something over here. But
On your left.
that was a little cheeky.
Hold your line. Clear
Sorry,
left.
Don. And my headphones choose this moment to die. That's great. This would be really cool if on stream I finally get this to work and finish a race. Yes, I am racing myself. I had it choose all the liveries in the directory, and apparently there's no way to make it exclude your own. Or at least I wasn't smart enough to check whatever checkbox it is, so yeah. My evil twin is in this race. Fortunately, I'm beating him right now. Oh no! And that's why I keep failing to finish. When I get too close to a curb.
P9.
Where's my push to pass? And at 40% aggression, these AI cars get pretty spicy. Wrong gear. That's fun. But yeah, the
Right side
FL109
tyres are cold.
is a really fun car. Everybody paid attention to the Daytona prototype, but These things raced in IMSA for like 10 years. And some of the biggest names in North American road racing were driving these things in the prototype challenge class in ALMS and then in IMSA. You'll notice some of the names. I mean, the pack comes with a bunch of real-world liveries from the 2009 through 14 season, and you can see like Ryan Eversley and Ranker van der Zande and Steven Simpson.
New fastest lap for Simpson, 141.0.
Colin Brown, Tom Kinder Smith, like these were all the real drivers of these cars for like nearly 10 years. So it's a pretty important
The gap in front
car
is
in
now
the history of
2.4 seconds.
sports car racing. As I get distracted and stop trying to chase these guys. Well, in fact, the Corvette DP is from the same pack from IER Simulations. So they released the American Road Race pack that had the Corvette DPs and this. And you can kind of see, you can kind of trace at least a dotted line between the development of this mod and the P13C that they just came out with last year.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
The open cockpit P1 car. The one where they used shaders patch to extend the physics engine of Assetto Corsa. Like, you guys gotta be kidding me. But yeah, this car seems to enjoy this track, and it's pretty fun drive. I've been having some issues with the setup, but I think I have it dialed in finally. One thing to note, if you're a big fan of using traction control in this game, and I know I am because I still kind of suck. Assetto Corsa normally.
Car left, clear left.
Oh geez, tried to stop and avoid hitting these guys and almost spun.
On your right.
Assetto Corsa has the note on the setup screen where the lower numbers on traction control mean more intervention from the system.
The guy ahead is
The guys at IER said that's dumb. So when they set up this car, traction control works like you'd think it should, where higher numbers mean higher intervention from traction control. And that was one of my biggest problems with setting this car up to begin with, was I was like, okay, I need help. I need all the help I can get. I set traction control down to 1, and I was spinning out all over the place. And then I realized, oh wait, IER did this right. Flip the traction control up to 2 clicks down from max, and all of a sudden, everything worked great.
Car left.
So while you're tuning this car for next season, keep that in mind,
Left, on your left.
that IER chose to unreverse the traction control setting in Assetto Corsa with this
clear
car,
left.
and it works the way you think it should.
V8.
Oh, I shouldn't have told Gene that, huh? Now he has the advantage.
On your right. Still there. Still
Yeah,
there.
that car's
Clear
at
right.
40.
Car
This is
right.
40% aggression.
Clear right. Right side. Still there. Clear right. Left side.
Dial the aggression up to
Hold
100.
your
It
line.
must look like an open lobby.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Well done, Pasha. Good pass. Eyes front.
As you can see, this car really likes this track, handles it very well. We do have to do some setup work. But, oh yeah. I remember watching the preview builds of ACC, where the AI would run like 3 laps and they'd all just pile into the pits and stop on track. It's like, okay, now what? Oh, that curb. Got scared of it. Had to run wide.
Fastest lap for Simpson, 140.9. 7th position. Gap to Simpson ahead is now 2.5 seconds. That lap was at 142.7.
Oh, another reason this might remind you of the Corvettes is that, at least in the later seasons, all the LMPC cars were running Corvette V8s. And they sounded absolutely glorious. It was essentially a spec series for the last 2 or 3 years.
Your right tyres are cold.
In fact, I watched an in-car video of this car from 2013, 2014-ish, and it sounds just like the default sound pack for the C7R. Like, it was spooky.
It's getting closer. The gap's now 1.1.
Made it out of there damage-free, but this is the furthest I've gotten in one of these practice races so far, so you guys are a good luck charm. Thanks. Whoopsie daisy. I say that, and then I almost moved the car. Nice save, though.
You've just done a 143.4. That's a new fastest lap for Paddock, 140.9. Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
No mistakes. Jim, don't you remember who you're talking to? Caught up these guys nicely. One thing this car doesn't simulate in the game that you'll notice if you watch in-car videos, the acceleration on these things is so violent at full throttle that you'll see people, even with a Hans device, every time they upshift under heavy acceleration, their head like jerk forward. It's a beast of a car. Man, I should stream these practice races more often.
Smith in. The gap is 0.2. 2 to go. That lap was
This is twice as far as I've ever made it through one of these things. I expected to wreck out on lap 3 or 4. Give him a peek just to see if I can spook him, and then I remember that he's a computer. Whoa, okay. And that's why I typically don't finish these races.
On your right, clear right.
He just came right in on me.
The car in front of us is Paddock.
I admit, sticking my nose in there was a little ambitious, but just close the door.
Your tyres are cold, watch out. The gap to Paddock ahead is now 1.3 seconds. P8, white flag, one more lap. You've just done a 145.6.
Really fun car. I've been wanting to do some kind of prototype racing in AC.
Okay, Pasha, the next car is Smith.
The LMP1s are just so wacky. I mean, we'd either have to choose one and do a one-make race, or inflict so much BOP that it just becomes undrivable or unmanageable. So this one's available. And it's a little silly to be simulating a current ELMS season with 10-year-old LMP2 cars, but in terms of, you know, playing a game with a fun car, this definitely fits the bill.
Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Got him!
On your left.
Oh, no, chill.
Still there.
Oh, jeez, he turned me.
Hold your line.
Yellow flag.
Of course he did.
Clear left.
Oh, no. Get out of the track.
That's barely a scratch, mate. Just ignore it.
You jerk. Oh, now my tires are roasted. And that's why I never finish these races. Jerk. Alright, well, that's that. Other things to point out on this car. If you'll notice, once I get into the pits, it's so close to a decent result. Let me get into the pits here. Watch the instrument cluster.
Okay, Pasha, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Yeah, I'm in the pits. Once I cross the line
Look
here,
out
see
for
the
the
blue
pit
lights
speed
are coming on. And if I get up to the pit speed, the middle ones will start to flash.
Okay, we're done.
That was not originally a feature of this mod. That is an addition to the shaders patch that happened this week by me. So yeah, now it has pit speed limit warning lights. The other thing it has, I'm just going to show off quickly,
10 laps.
that I saw in an in-car video. If you shift into gear and the revs drop, or if the ignition is simply off, which you can't do in AC, you get a red light saying, "Hey, dummy, the car's dead." As soon as you have revs, it comes back. But if you stop and the revs drop too low, you get the red warning light of, "Hey, your car's dying." That was also added to the shaders patch this week by moi. But anyway, enough about that. That's the season. So we're going to do... Let me just briefly pull up the list again. Oh, wait. This is much easier. So the tracks we're going to do are just the schedule of the real European Le Mans Series for 2020. So we're going to start at Barcelona, and then, wait for it, Monza, Paul Ricard, Silverstone, Spa, and Portimao. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's funny, every time I'm like, oh, we should simulate a real-world race series, and we pick the tracks, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be great, except I suck at all of these. So, yeah, get your Fs in now. Oh, and the biggest breakthrough of all, at least for Gene and me, this is going to be our first 60-minute format series. So we're going to be racing these in proper hour-long LMP2 races. 60 minutes. I don't think we're going to have high degradation. I think we're just going to run normal 100%. Because we'll need a pit stop as it is for fuel and tires, or at least for fuel. And if you want to double stint your tires, okay. But yeah, that's going to be. Yep. So 60-minute real live hour-long races in LMP2s following the actual European Le Mans Series schedule for 2020. I'm really excited. This will be a good test of Gene's and my ability to cope with a difficult car on difficult tracks in a head-to-head battle. Super excited. This is going to be good. Still, I believe, going to be on Mondays. Yeah, so hope that works for everybody. So yeah, get started on your liveries because the template is super wacky. Get started on practice because the setup is similarly wacky. Remember that traction control works like it should, not the way AC does it. And yeah, let's go have fun out there. So 3 weeks from now, when season 2 starts up, this will be the challenge series for us. It's going to be good. It is going to be competitive. I think we're both going to be pretty good match for each other anyway, even if we're no match for anybody else. Hopefully we attract a crowd that does a little bit of practice, because this car is hard to handle, and if you overdrive it, you are going to hit somebody. So qualifying will be important in this series. Even best of the rest counts for something, right? So yeah, start your liveries now and get some practice in. The tracks are difficult. If you want a reminder of what the schedule is, just look at the European Le Mans Series schedule. That's what we're doing. It happens to be six race season, so it's like, okay, we'll just do that. So yeah, I think Spa in particular is going to be good for this car. Paul Ricard could be good. Like, if you're going to pick a car to run at Paul Ricard, a high downforce car like this should be good. So yeah, should be good. I'm cautiously excited for next season. But anyway, this has been TT Cup. I think, oh yeah, it's like 10:45. So we've only spent an hour and 45 minutes on a 20-minute race. Yeah, it'll be a challenge for sure. But we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be fun. I mean, at least we'll have a good chance to run an interesting car on some challenging tracks, hopefully with some like-minded good drivers. So it should be good. And it'll be our first 60-minute series. We're getting serious now. Like we know what we're doing or something. So yeah, come on out for that in 2 weeks' time. And come out tomorrow when I race GT4s around, speaking of Paul Ricard. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight because it's been a long time. Thanks to everybody for coming out. Congratulations to everybody who ran and did well. And yeah, all right. Well then, we're gonna have an IER fest at Paul Ricard. Now you will have driven both cars. So yeah, thanks to everybody for coming out. Pokey D likey if you enjoyed all this. YouTube seems to pay attention to those things, and yeah, that's been our cup of TT tonight. I'll be back with the Porsches tomorrow. Thanks again for coming out and having fun. I sure did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night.